President Yuri Andropov's death at age 69, only 15 months after he became party general secretary, and only 6 months after he became head of state, the remaining leaders in the Politburo will move quickly to select a new general secretary. Their choice will be ratified by a plenary meeting of the party Central Committee within a few days. This will be a tough decision to make. All the viable candidates for the top party post have significant liabilities. The issue seems to be whether to opt now for a younger, perhaps more vigorous and longer-lasting leadership, or to choose a senior leader who will function as a transitional figure. Soviet News has announced that 72-year-old Konstantin Chernenko will head the funeral commission. It's a strong indication that he's been selected to replace Andropov. Andropov apparently was preparing Mikhail Gorbachev to be his successor, and he reportedly chaired secretariat meetings in the absence of Andropov. The Politburo's senior members, however, might find Gorbachev too young, at 52, to serve as leader over themselves. Moreover, with his background in agricultural management, he might not have the support of the important heavy industry, defense industrial, and military constituencies. Grigory Romanov, at 60, has had little visibility since becoming a party secretary, but he's probably perceived by the Politburo as more acceptable to those same constituencies. For example, he has had experience for more than a decade as a manager of a key regional party organization with strong ties to the industrial and military sector. Moreover, Romanov is an ideological conservative who has taken a harder line than many of his colleagues on foreign policy issues. In a time of troubles for the USSR at home and abroad, the Soviet leaders may now look to the more conservative candidate as the better choice. Romanov, however, has served only a short time as a National Party secretary. Chernenko could be the choice of those in the Politburo who are reluctant or unable to choose among the other, more junior candidates for the job. The lack of ideal candidates in the Secretariat could lead the Politburo to turn to leaders outside, such as Dmitry Ustinov. Ustinov might have sufficient personal prestige and Politburo supporters to take the job regardless of the signal it sends. Viktor Grishin, whom Soviet officials had mentioned as a possible compromise candidate when Brezhnev was being replaced, could again become one. Located in Moscow, he has a definite political advantage over his regionally based colleagues. He too is handicapped by health problems, however, and he is not part of the Andropov coalition. Because the existing consensus on foreign policy is stronger than that on domestic issues, major changes are even less likely in that area. Besides, Foreign Minister Gromyko clearly played a major foreign policy role under Andropov, and his influence in this area is likely to continue. The new leadership, however, may well wish to renew an arms control dialogue with the U.S. The price the regime is willing to pay for this will depend on the priorities the new leadership establishes, and the degree of unity it can maintain in pursuing its goal.